At this hour, what do we know about the identity or whereabouts of the suspects?
So at the moment, the French Interior Ministry is still not confirming whether these suspects, the three suspects, have been arrested. But according to the Liberation newspaper was actually saying earlier that the suspects had been arrested. Now it's not saying that, it's just saying that they have been identified and localized. The Liberation newspaper even published the names of these possible three suspects, and two of them are brothers from a French-Algerian descent, and one of them is an 18-year-old homeless man in Paris. So at the moment, there's still not 100% confirmation that they have been arrested, but apparently the police has identified and possibly localized them.
Caroline, just describe what the reaction has been like in France today. Obviously, this is a shocking thing, unlike anything that's really ever happened in the country before. Talk about, in a tangible way, what it's been like and how the country's reacted.
So I've spent pretty much the whole day around the Charlie Hebdo headquarters at the scene of the shooting this morning. The area was very locked down by the police, and then at night around 6 p.m., so about 4 hours ago, people started to head towards the Republic Square in this massive silent march, one of the biggest gatherings we've seen in Paris for a long time. More than 10,000 people paying tribute to the journalists who were killed. There was a very emotional moment at some point where thousands of people pointed their pens and their press cards towards the sky to show their support for the freedom of speech. Because, of course, in these attacks, the thing that's been attacked is the freedom of speech from this satirical newspaper that has been pretty controversial, pretty free about publishing some cartoons, making fun not only of Islamists and extreme Islam, but also making fun of the popes, making fun of the presidents. So basically, the French president tonight has said we need to show unity, national unity. There will be a national day of mourning tomorrow to show unity of the country against these attacks.
Caroline, there's obviously sadness in France today. How much anger is there? How much will this, do you think, stoke debate and division in the country between different groups?
There's a lot of anger. There was already a lot of anger around Christmas when we already had two smaller, of course, terrorist attacks in France, with some attacks on a Christmas market where a driver, an extremist, a terrorist, drove into a crowd at a Christmas market shouting Allahu Akbar, which means God is great in Arabic. So, of course, these attacks today on Charlie Hebdo is going to fuel possibly a more anti-Islam feeling in France, and this is the danger because France has a massive Muslim community, 5 million people, and the most important for the government is to not mix these peaceful Muslims living in France with these terrorists.